What's going on, guys? It's your boy Gio from HAIRGC, back at it again with another video. And in this one, I'm going to be attempting to answer some frequently asked questions about hair loss. So hair loss can be the result of hereditary hormonal changes, medical conditions, or just a normal part of aging. But do you know that males suffer from hair loss as early as their 20s? A significant amount of males will suffer through hair loss by the age of 50, up to 50% of people. So what are the reasons for androgenic alopecia? Androgenic alopecia develops due to malfunctions at the gene level. At the core of this process is DHT, which is an androgenic hormone. An androgen is a sex hormone that contributes to the development of what are thought as male sex characteristics, such as body hair. So what is exactly DHT? This, my friends, is the main reason why us men lose our hair. This hormone is the active form of a man's leading sex hormone, testosterone. So what DHT does is it penetrates the cells of the hair follicles and causes their gradual degradation. Hairs don't cease to grow, but they become thin, short, and lose their overall healthy appearance. In other words, hair follicles produce smaller hairs every next cycle until ultimately it stops to produce any hair and consequently causes baldness. Does excessive hair loss lead to baldness? Not necessarily. Excessive hair loss might be temporary. There could be a lot of reasons causing it, like stress, sleep deprivation, and an unhealthy diet or lack of vitamins. Besides, if you have excessive hair loss, your hair still may grow back with the same thickness and quality. Another commonly asked question is it normal to lose a bunch of hair every day? The answer to that question, my friends, is yes. It is normal for you to lose up to 100 to 150 hairs a day. Therefore, if you don't see a clear deterioration in hair density, there is absolutely no cause for concern. However, though, when I was first growing out my hair, I thought for sure I was going bald. I would actually count my hairs on my pillowcase every morning. It was ridiculous. So for all the people growing out their hair, trust me, it's not that you're going bald, it's just that you're noticing more hairs because they're longer. Hair loss is not an automatic signal that it will inevitably lead you to baldness. However, if new healthy hairs do not grow the same way as they used to, then you should act immediately and seek the help of a medical professional. Alright, so next question. So hair loss does not always lead to baldness, then how can I be sure that I don't have androgenic alopecia? Just pay attention to your hairline and other visual cues. Take a look at your old pictures and compare it to your current situation. If you see bald patches beginning to form or your hairline has shifted, besides, if you notice hair generally thinning or decreasing in density, you can start to act to avoid any further spread. It's also good to establish a timeline and take photos of your scalp every 6 months and compare them. You'll be able to control the situation and take action if you notice any deterioration. You should also take into consideration other significant factors, like if you suffer from dandruff or an itchy scalp, or you've noticed that some hairs have changed structure or color. It may also be the signals of alopecia. I do recommend you seek the opinion of a medical professional to confirm your diagnosis to be 100% sure. So let's say your hair loss indicates that you have androgenic alopecia. Is it possible to establish a timeline as to when you will be bald completely? Sadly, no, guys, you cannot. Alopecia is a weird phenomenon. It may progress rapidly at the age of 20 and can make you fully bald by the age of 24. On the other hand, it may stop on small bald patches and never progress throughout your entire life. It is extremely hard to foresee when hair loss might start. At the age of 16 or 50, the progress may be gradual or it may be rapid. It all comes down to genetics. Next question, how modern medicine confronts hair loss? The answer to that question, my friends, is modern medicine doesn't consider baldness a disease. Sadly, I know, right? Alopecia is a cosmetic or genetic defect, therefore medicine doesn't have much to offer. Unfortunately, modern science cannot cure baldness. However, some medications can maintain healthy hair growth and stop degradation. And there's also a probability that these medications will help you regenerate lost hair. You can also consider getting a hair transplant, which works wonders in the initial stages of baldness. What are the odds that I can restore all my hair using the appropriate medications? It truly depends on the stage of baldness and the tempo of your hair loss. During the initial stages, you may have some chance to restore your hair. However, if you suffer long enough from alopecia and are in the final stages of hair loss, then you should focus more on maintenance rather than hair restoration. So which medications are the most effective for androgenic alopecia treatment? First and foremost, the so-called big three medications are minoxidil, which comes in a solution and or foam, finasteride, which are tablets, and ketoconazole, which is a shampoo. So these medications are probably your best bet as they have proven results. Unlike many other medications, these three are scientifically tested and have statistical evidence. For a more extensive breakdown on these medications, check the link in the description box down below. And for more information about how to treat hair loss, check out our blog post about the top 5 methods to treat hair loss in men. So next question, are there any cosmetic steps I could possibly take? And the answer to that, my friends, is yes, there is. If you still have some hair on your scalp, you can use hair fiber. It's kind of like a powder which gives the illusion of dense hair. It comes in a variety of different colors that you can use to apply to your own personal leads. The only problem is, though, it's purely cosmetic and you gotta apply it every time you need to step out. You can also get micropigmentation, which is a fancy term of getting a tattoo on your scalp. Little tiny dots that imitate newly grown hairs, which means that physically you have no hair, but visually it's a completely different story. This is probably a very appealing option for most men because it's a one-time thing and it's relatively painless. There are a ton of videos on YouTube floating around, before and afters, you name it. Zach from the Try Guys made a 2-part series documenting his entire hair loss restoration journey, which I highly recommend you check out, by the way, as it is one of the most informative videos out there and just an overall fun watch. You gotta love the Try Guys. Show love. Anyways, that is it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. And let us know if you found the video helpful in the comments down below. My name is Gio from HAIRGC, and I'll see you soon.